I take my laser gun and I go pew pew pew!
Techniama.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Techniama. And today is, as you can see, I'm a Lone Ranger because Jerry is in Singapore and Jeff is in Malaysia. So we are so far apart because I'm not in Malaysia nor Singapore. I'm actually not in Southeast Asia. So we're going to do an episode without them. And as you can see over here, I recently bought a little toy from Insta360. Is actually the 1X model, and I would like to test this thing outside, but unfortunately it is raining since this morning for the past, I don't know, 8 hours. So, and it's getting more serious, the rain. So I just cannot go out and test the Insta360 today. So instead, we're going to do another episode, and hopefully today we're going to do something useful. I hope it is useful for you. And Jeff will probably agree that in this episode, it is less talking cock and do more real stuff. And today is Sunday, and I'm not sure whether you can hear this being picked up by the microphone. It's actually someone's hacking, and most probably someone will be drilling while we're doing this episode, because the stupid building management allowed the maintenance people to come in to the neighbor's house and start drilling for the past like 3-4 hours to install new air conditioning units, like 4 units or 3 units, and it's making a lot of noise. And it's a pretty bad Sunday because it's raining. I couldn't get to play with my new toy, and it's constantly like hacking and drilling noises coming down from downstairs. So hopefully when we are doing this episode, there are less interruption from downstairs. Today we're going to do a very simple tutorial on Adobe Illustrator because I'm teaching an introductory course on that for first year media students. We normally do a lot of simple shapes and lines, and we arrange them in a way to form the image that we want. So it's basically a lot of geometrical shape like triangle, circles, squares, and all that. And sometimes we use a tool or a function in Illustrator to actually make a more complex shape. Today we're going to do a very simple cartoon head with eyes, mouth, and ears, and all that stuff. Okay, we have a blank canvas here. So we're going to start with picking a color, like a light brown, and draw a perfect circle. So to draw a perfect circle, you need to press Shift while you are dragging. Okay, let's move it to the middle of the canvas. And we'll start doing the eyes. So we draw a rather big eye. Okay, a rather big eye. Let's fill it up with white. Okay, and then we duplicate this thing. Oh, we turn it around first. Okay, and then we duplicate it, and we use the object transform reflect to turn it to another direction. Okay, so we aligned it a little bit. Okay, make it further apart. Let's select both and align it to the middle of that brown circle. Okay, then we'll start doing what is inside the eye, the black part. Okay, let's put it somewhere around here. And we duplicate that. Okay, okay, now the eyes is looking to the right hand side. Okay, then we duplicate these 2 black circle and make it smaller so that it becomes the shiny part of our eye. So we move it to one corner, and at the same time we do the other one at in the same location on the other side of the eye. So we now have the eye done. So now we are going to do the mouth part, the face, the lower part of the face, the jaw. So we duplicate that round circle and reshape it into something else, a rather flat round object. We put it a little bit up to cover up the lower part of the eye. Okay, so now with that selected, the lower jaw selected, we will rearrange it so that we can align it and change it to another color. What kind of color should I use? Darker, okay, maybe a bit yellowish. All right, and then we draw the nose with another circle, fill it up with another color. Move it out a little bit. Okay, we have the lower part of the head, the jaw. Now we are going to do the mouth. So the mouth is a bit absolutely have to be smaller than the jaw. Then we duplicate that. Okay, and use this two circle. One, we are making it fatter. All right, and you can see when the two things overlap, you see the lower part of the two circle overlapping is the mouth. So we use the Pathfinder tool to actually form this new shape by taking off the overlapping part, and whatever is not overlapping will appear at the bottom. So now we fill it up with a darker color. So now you have a smiley face. Okay, the drilling is here again. Okay, ignore the drilling, we start drawing our ear. So the ear, we do it slightly not so round, and we will also fill it up with brown color. Okay, then we use offset path to make the inner ear. Offset path makes a shape smaller or bigger according to the path. So now I can fill up the inner ear with a darker color, and then I rotate it a little bit, put it at the right place, but it's now on top of the head, right? So after we decided that the location of the ear is correct, then we can actually do something else to it. But I don't like the flat color of the ear, so I would like to fill up the round shape with a gradient color. So start with a darker color at the bottom and a lighter color at the top. So I would change the direction of the gradient field by dragging this the dot at the white line is not actually changing the direction. You have to drag from a completely new direction. Okay, now is kind of correct. The upper part is lighter and the lower part is darker. Now for the inner ear, I will use an even darker color. Alright, the annoying hacking is happening. Let's ignore that hacking noise from the renovation. Okay, I am going to use that reflecting again, the function again. So at this time I press the copy and make sure when I'm reflecting the ear, I will leave a copy, and now I have two ears. So now I have aligned it, and I'll pick these two ears and use use this group to actually align it and send it to back. Okay, when I send it back, the ear is now behind the head. So this is the cartoon head using a very simple Pathfinder function to make the mouth. Okay, we also learned how to gradient fill and use the offset path to make a smaller shape for the inner ear. And yep, that's our cartoon head. Very simple cartoon head using only round objects to create our artwork. That's all from Techniama for this episode, and we hope to see you next time. Bye bye.